have seen no reason for the abandonment of the so-called Navarre plan. That plan, as you may recall, broadly speaking, was a 2-year plan and contemplated a very substantial buildup of local forces and their training and equipment.
The French moved into Dien Bien Phu in 1953. In January of 1953, Parachute Battalion came into the area, and the idea was there were 2 aspects of it. One, to control the piece of ground, and then to prevent the Viet Minh from sweeping on into Laos.
I do not expect that there is going to be a communist victory in Indochina. By that I don't mean that there may not be local affairs where one side or the other will win victories. But in terms of a communist domination of Indochina, that I do not accept as a probability.
The French generals did not believe that artillery could be brought to bear in sufficient quantity, so correspondingly they were not active in their patrolling outside of the particular perimeter. The feature was to keep the focus on the area, not to cause the quick rush of the battle position, but to build the particular battle position.
The French miscalculated, as I think did we, in the degree of sophistication of the weaponry that was deployed on the high ground. They didn't think they could get these pieces up there, but they did somehow.
The Battle of Dien Bien Phu is a significant phenomenon in military history, and from all of the standpoints that one views war, it achieved a particular political objective in the full Clausewitzian sense of the term. It represented a tremendous logistical effort on the part of the North Vietnamese, or of General Giap, to move the artillery pieces, which changed the balance of this particular battle significantly.
Forces of aggression seem to be concentrating just at one point, at Dien Bien Phu, where the resistance is extremely gallant against overwhelming odds.
The French began the war as a colonial war. They try many times to change this very nature of the war, trying to change it in a civil war, a war between the right and the left in Vietnam, and after that in international war, a crusade against communism.
It was clear that the French were in deep trouble at Dien Bien Phu. And then Admiral Radford thought that if we went in with air, we could knock them out.
Senator Morton, as you know from my letter to you, we are very interested in a meeting that was called by Mr. Secretary Dulles and Admiral Radford, in which you played a part, and in which 8 members of the Congress of the United States were present, 5 senators and 3 representatives. I wonder if you could give us your best recollection of who was at that meeting.
Senator Morton, sound 1, take 1.
There was a meeting. I've forgotten the exact date. This can be easily ascertained. I assume that their records have been kept. The burden of it was Admiral Radford's feeling that we should really move in and bring active support to the French, specifically air support from from carriers. Carriers were available in the nearby area. How many missions could have been mounted, I don't know. I didn't get into the military details. And it was felt that the artillery that they had on the high ground could be destroyed by air attack.
And they failed always, because they were always seen by the Vietnamese as a foreign power trying to get back his colonial power. That is why they lost the war at Dien Bien Phu.
Dien Bien Phu has fallen. I join with you in paying tribute to the gallant defenders. May it be given us to play a worthy part to defend the values for which they gave their lives. The defense of Dien Bien Phu of 57 days and nights will go down in history as one of the most heroic of all time. The defenders, composed of French and native forces, inflicted staggering losses on the enemy?
In Giap's treatment, Giap's writing about this, it appears that he was well ready. In Dien Bien Phu, he was ready if he had chosen to assault and did not, some 8 weeks before the final movement took place. And I would submit that the reason for this is that Giap and Ho Chi Minh understood the political nature of this particular battle, and they wanted the politics, the public opinion in France and in the rest of the world, among the other powers, to give this a great deal more importance than it had militarily.